Peace, love, light, and healing. Peace, love, light, and healing. Peace to the gods. Peace to the earth. Y'all climb on in. Y'all climb on in. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing this morning? Boca Tove, Supreme Rising. Peace to the gods. How y'all feeling? Y'all climb on in. I want to talk to y'all about a few things today. I want to talk to y'all about a few things. If y'all can hear me good, type in some nines. If you can hear me, and if you can see me well, type in some nines, and we're going to get this thing started. I want to talk about how every disease have an emotional connection, how every disease have an emotional component. Y'all climb on in. Let me know if y'all can hear me well. Peace, love, and light to the gods and to the goddesses. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? I know y'all wondering, like, where the hell y'all key at? Let me show y'all where I'm at. Let me show y'all what I got going on. Oh-wee. This 300 gallons of water. You know what I'm saying? We got to put another 3 finna fill this whole truck up. Uh-huh. Let me show y'all the water. I'm the new water boy. Hold on. And this is naturally alkaline water that come from within the earth. Bottled at the source. Real water. So we're going to have some water for y'all real soon. I told y'all I've been traveling and we've been going to each different state. And we've been putting all of our black God, cosmic collective minds together, figuring out how to liberate and free our people. And the two things that you need, physical substances that you need to free the minds of the people is number one, water. You see that? And number two is food. And that's what we've been doing. So we got a lot of things going on. But I did want to talk to y'all about something today. I wanted to talk to y'all about the emotional body. Y'all think that y'all got one body, or most people that's in, that's kind of conscious, they think that they got two bodies, which is the spiritual, astrological body and the physical body. But you actually have 5 bodies, y'all. You a 5th dimensional being, but we are trapped in this prison called Earth, and this is a 3-dimensional construct. But it's a way that you can actually rise above this 3-dimensional construct if you get in tune with the God that's within, if you get in tune with your environment on a higher level. The physical realm, the 3-dimensional realm, is a very, very low frequency. It vibrate very, very low. If you see it, it's damn near like in the 432s when you look at the hertz of it. Very low. That's root chakra all day. We need to rise above that root. We need to get up out of that animalistic nature. We need to vibrate higher. We need to start traveling up. And the whole thing is to get to the Christ consciousness, or get to the Keter. And this is where you open up your pineal or your pineal gland and you see the face of God, or you become one with God, because you are God. You are express image. You are a fractal particle of its divinity. You see that? But the lower we vibrate, and the lower that we let people get us on they low frequency, the more that we get stuck in this environment, or the more we get stuck inside of this physical meat suit that we call a body. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is because, we act like emotion and sickness and disease is not a connection. There's a direct connection between emotional state and disease. Anytime that you have a thought, or anytime that you have any type of experience, there is a physical chemical manifestation that happens through what they call the endocrine system, or what you can call the 7 chakras, or what you can call in the Bible the 7 seals, or what you can call the glandular highway. And these glandular highways, or attached, each gland in your body is attached to meridians, and these meridians are pathways that your blood flow through. These meridians are pathways that your energy flow through, that force flow through, that chi or that cho, which is your carbon, your hydrogen, and your oxygen. Well, what happens is, when you have an emotional experience, say if you get mad at somebody, right? As soon as you take on that anger and you vibrate at that 432 hertz, or you vibrate at that low frequency, a chemical reaction happens inside of your glands. These glands then send this chemical through the bloodstream, and the bloodstream goes around the whole entire body and drops this chemical off into 150 trillion cells of your body. Now, for anger, this chemical will be cortisol. This chemical will be adrenaline. This chemical will be epinephrine, or neuroepinephrine. Well, the thing is, when the gland or these melanin neurotransmitters start producing these chemicals then go to the bloodstream and penetrates the cells and drop them off in the cells. So from that adrenaline rush, from you being angry, see that? for you being angry. Angry is not, don't start off physical. Angry start off spiritual. It start off emotional, showing you that you have an emotional body. So from you taking on this emotional attribute or this emotional characteristics, now physically you have a chemical manifestation that then goes into the bloodstream by way of the glandular highway, and it gets dropped off and distribute to each 150 trillion cell in your body. Now, why is this important? This is important because if you do any type of, surface research studying on chemicals that's manifested by the bodies and any type of amino acids and any type of melanin neurotransmitters, we see that certain things like cortisol, which is produced by anger, another one is adrenaline, which is produced by anger and fear. Another one is neuroepinephrine, which is produced by hate. You see that by malice. You see that by a grudge, envious heart. We see that these things, when they go into the bloodstream, the body react in a crazy ass way. The first thing that happens is the blood vessels start constricting themselves. All right. Now, when the blood pressure constrict themselves, that means blood is not circulating and flowing properly through the meridians of the body, through the arteries of the body, through the veins of the body. The first thing this causes dehydration. All right. The second thing this causes high blood pressure. All right. Then we see that the glucose factor that was in the blood rises. All right. Now, when you see glucose rising in the blood, they call this diabetes. So just off of anger and malice and hatred alone, we see a direct correlation to that emotional state that's connected to a physical state called diabetes, high blood pressure, and constricted blood vessels. Not only that, whenever you get high blood pressure, you are more prone to heart attack and stroke. You are more at risk to heart attack and stroke. Now, if you are more at risk to heart attack and stroke, this means you have to have some type of cardiac disease. So we see that a cardiac disease is associated with what? Hatred, malice, with fear. Now, let's talk about fear. Fear produces its own chemicals too, which is a whole lot of steroids, which is a cortisol and a corticosteroid too, that's produced by the adrenal glands. This produces adrenochrome. This directly is an acidic effect on the body. This shuts down your reproductive system and puts you in a state of fight or flight. So now you are in a fight or flight state. So your whole body is acting like you're running from danger. So guess what? If I think I need to run from a lion or a tiger and bear, I'm not worried about reproducing. So my prostate stopped. It stopped nurturing my semen that's being produced by zinc and testosterone inside of my nutsack. You see that? So the first thing that happened is this starts sterilizing the acidic part of these things being produced in this adrenochrome, starts sterilizing my sperm. Then we wonder why half of the black community are sterile and they can't have any type of babies or reproduce or repopulate because you walking around with a bloodstream full of adrenochrome because you living in fear. We're seeing that emotional fear. Fear stands for false evidence appearing real. We see that this emotional aspect or this emotional astrological body have a direct correlation and effect on the physical body. Not only that, I'm not worried about eating. I'm trying to run from a lion and tiger or bear because that's what my brain perception and receptors are seeing. It's not seeing a white man, a white cop with a gun. It's not noticing a lion. It just see fear. It sees that a survival tactic. So what happens is the reptilian brain kicked in. Look, there you have something called a reptilian brain, a mammal brain, and then you have the cortex that was developed probably like more than 10,000 years ago. All of this lies about that the earth is only 6,000 years. That is total bullshit. The black man and the black woman, the black god and the black goddess have been around since the beginning of times, y'all. Now, I will say this, that the earth have been destroyed and have repopulated and rebirthed herself plenty of times. And under the new heavens and new earth, if we do any type of archaeological studies, we see that it expands to 6 to 10,000 years. So I will say that. But we will be liars and fools to say that we just only 6,000 years old. The black man and black woman are gods. You come from the astrological planes. You come from the stars. You come from the cosmos. You are eternal. You are forever, and you are astrological. So we need to start really paying attention to our astral bodies, or to our ether bodies, or to our spiritual bodies, or through our celestial bodies, whichever name you want to call it. Now check this out. So we seen already that anger produces all of these different types of chemicals that happen by the glandular highway that has an effect correlation with disease in your body. We just showed you how fear shuts down the kidneys and have you producing all type of corticosteroids and cortisol and all types of adrenochrome, which is very acidic, by the way, which mess up the nephrons inside of your kidneys and stop you from kidney filtration. But I don't want to spend time worried about the low vibrations, the low dark form frequencies, and worrying about how the darkness and how that affects your body. Let's talk about the light, because we are light bodies. We are children of the sun. We are not children of the ice, which are Europeans. We are not children of the sand, which are the Arabs and the Indians. We are children of the sun. You see that? We're sun children, and photosynthesis exists. You see that? Us converting things into melanin and meridian pathways exist. Us condensing sunlight, and that becomes our cells, exist. So let's talk about happiness. Ooh-wee. What happiness do when you happy, when you at peace, and when your love chakra or your heart chakra is fully open and you're able to love correctly. This is a hertz of 528 frequency, and this hertz actually produces something called dopamine. See that? Dopamine get produced by the pituitary gland, by the thymus gland, which only black people have the biggest pineal gland and the big thymus gland, by the way. And these are just facts. These are just facts. So we start producing all of these dopamines. We start producing all of these different chemical makeups that is coming from within us, right? Coming from our cholesterol, coming from different meridian pathways. Guess what dopamine does? Dopamine connects to DMT. Guess what DMT is? These things take you on a trip. These things open up your pineal gland. These things produces melatonin and serotonin. These things keep you connected with your outside environment. See that? So when you get happy, you produce happy chemicals, and these happy chemicals have good effects on your body. When you're thinking bad or you thinking in a low negative frequency, you see that? These things produce bad chemicals. Then these bad chemicals have a bad effect or manifestation on your body. But all emotion cause some type of manifestation in your physiology. If it's a bad emotion, it causes dis-ease. If it's a good emotion, it causes the body to be in homeostasis, to be balanced. You see that? The Bible call it the weights and scales, judgment. See that? The Kemetic brothers call it ma'at, the life, the balance of life. You see that? The Bible call it the Ten Commandments. You see that? In Ma'at, they call it the 42 negative confessions. All of this is talking about homeostasis. All of this is talking about doing whatever you have to do to keep peace, to keep your cells in harmonizing with one another. And you cannot do that if you're walking around in your life and you're not in tune with the God that's in you, and you can let a demigod out here just say some bullshit to throw you off your rocker. You see that? You can just walk around and hear somebody say something that'll totally control you in your day. You see that? You need to respond to everything. Because what people think about you, God, matter. It shouldn't. And now you're in prison, not only to Earth, because this is a prison planetary system, whether y'all want to agree to it or not. Not only is you in prison to your environment, now you imprisonment to the minds of men. But you a God, though. And you wonder why we have all of these systematic diseases going on, because we don't have anybody in school when we in education learning from this caveman, learning from this cave dweller. They're teaching us all their cultures and the way they came up. And these are angry people. They come from the ice. They come from the ice. You don't get any nutritive factors from ice. They didn't have nutrients in their food. They lacked zinc. They lacked selenium. They lacked copper. They lacked eomelanin. They lacked pheomelanin. They lacked neuromelanin. They lack cosmic melanin. You see that? These are the things that make you civilized. These are the chemicals that make you spiritual. These are the chemicals that make you fifth dimensional, by way of the dendrites that's in your brain that connects with the cosmos, that connects with the atmosphere, that connects with the God that's in the cosmos, sitting on his planetary table at the Council of Nine, and all these different things, y'all. So we are taking our children to these schools or to these oppressors teaching faculties, and then they're teaching them the bad side of emotions and the bad side of chemistry. Because if you look at it, if you come from the ice, you never got the nutritive factor. Notice every other people was lacking something. You see that? The people from the ice people, or the Anglo-Saxons, the Caucasians that come from the mountain of Caucasus and Asia, Central Asia, around there by Russia, guess what they was missing? They was missing nutrients in their food. the Sandman, or who we call the Arabians and all of them, which we was in captivity by them as well. Guess what they missing? They missing good water. You see that? Everybody is missing something. Everybody is missing something. They was in grounds in the caves. They didn't have the sun. And good, look, guess what we was doing? Our beautiful black asses was in Africa. We had water, we had shelter, we had the sun, we had nutrients, we had food, we had everything. So of course, we're going to be the civilized ones. Of course, we're going to learn about the different aspects of our astrological body. Of course, we're going to be more tuned in nature. Of course, everything we do is the elements is going to be involved in it. And then hundreds of thousands of years later, the same cave beast that came from the ice, or the same man that came from the sand, that lacked phytonutrients, that lacked H2O, that lacked H3O2, that never had love and care in his life, that had to struggle and survive their whole life as primates and just, being savages, are over this civilized people. And we learning the ways of them, and we wonder why we have all these manifestation of diseases, because you are not getting taught about your astrological body in school. That should be on your curriculum. That should be number one. Spirituality should be number one in school. See that? After that, it should be the love of self. Spirituality, the love of self. After that, it should be nature and food. Then we can talk about financial literacy and all of that other stuff later, and they don't even got that in school. You are going to school to be programmed. You are going to school to be a damn robot to work for systematic racism. And you wonder why you got all these stress-related disease, emotional disease, fight or flight diseases. Because your ass is a Negro Hebrew slave on a run. You are African slave on the run. And of course, you're not running from the slave catchers all day, but mentally you are. You held down to a 9 to 5, and they tell you if you don't work that 9 to 5, you can't take care of your family and your children. Half of the brothers are locked up in the prison system. Half of our sisters is connected to welfare. They keeping us in this rat race. They keeping us in this prison. They keeping us in this entrapment. They keeping us in this concrete jungle. So you're constantly running around being at fear because time is not on your side, because time don't even exist. Time is an illusion. Time is nothing but the distance between a point and a point. If we are eternal fifth dimensional beings, time don't really exist, but they done made you believe in this time construct. So you run your day off a clock every day, all day. You got to clock in at 9. You got to be off at 5. You got to pick the children up from school at 3. You got to do this by that. You got to do this by that. You got to do this by that. Time is whooping y'all ass when God is overtime. It's just things that we need to really, really start learning, y'all. Relearning, reprogramming, or remembering, because all this is already in our DNA. Then they got the nerve to tell you out of 100% of your DNA, 90% cannot be unlocked in this junk DNA. It's because the bullshit y'all putting in our food, the bullshit y'all putting in our water, the things y'all putting in our atmosphere, the things that y'all putting in our environment. Of course, I can't lock it. And then they know if you unlock it, you are going to be the God that you was manifested to be. And all that shit that y'all stole from us gonna have to come back over this way. All that gold, yeah, all them crops, all that land, all that gas, all that oil, all this is ours. We inherited this because we are the true chosen seeds of the Creator. We are the only true human beings on planet Earth. In order to be human, you have to have hue. In order to have a soul, you have to have hue. You have to have melanin. You have to have neurological melanin, cosmic melanin. Melanin, fuel melanin, pheomelanin. But these are conversations that people do not want to talk about, though. So just make sure that y'all are not letting people, step on y'all vibrations. Make sure you vibrate high. You are a light being. Make sure that you eating things that have high light code frequencies. Make sure you standing out in the sun and catching these downloads. You see that? Stop being caught up in religion. Stop being caught up in the white man's education, intellectual debating systems. You see that? Stop being caught up in all of these different tabs and labels and all of that, y'all. And I'm not saying that if you want to go get you something that's expensive, I'm not saying don't do it. If you're making the money and if you're taking care of your people, then of course, you know what I'm saying? First thing is your family. Second priority and responsibility is your people. After that, if you want to get a Bentley, Rolls Royce, hey, have at it. But make sure that your family taken care of, and make sure that your brothers and sisters that's around you in your community is taken care of first, because that's what they do. They look out for each other. They look out for each other. Then They look out for each other, then they help themselves out. They look out for each other, then they go get them vacational homes and stuff like that. But the number one priority is the survival of their people. And that should be the number one priority upon us, black man, black woman, black god, black goddess. Should be the survival of our people, to make sure that our cells are in a geographical location that is supreme, that is divine to our inner being. You see that? That's keeping us in a balance of homeostasis. That's keeping us in a balance of harmony. That should be your number one priority. Your number one responsibility is the survival of your people. And these are the facts, family. These are the facts. With that being said, if y'all got any questions so far concerning anything I just talked about, y'all can go and ask them. A lot of people been asking me about herbs. Look, man, we got hundreds of thousands of pounds of herbs. Any herb that you can think of, any herb you can think of is on my website at www.yakiawaken.com. And now we do got water. Y'all remember I was selling that volcanic water a few years ago, 4 years ago. But we most definitely... we got a whole lot of water, untapped, reservoir deep within the earth. We got millions of gallons of water, y'all. So we getting everything ready now. We're getting the business deals and stuff done now. We already came up with the names. We got the lawyers working on the LLC and stuff like that. So I will have water for the people. Not only will we be selling water, but we will be giving away gallons and hundreds of gallons of water all the time, y'all. Remember, the things that you need to survive is your people, your culture, food, and water. And all these things comprise of your spirituality. All right. We have to start thinking about things in our survival, y'all, because we're dying off so fast. We're dying off so fast, y'all. That need to be on our mind. That need to be on our mind. We need to be thinking about stuff like this. Look at that. Look at them green covers. All this is just this is water. This is water that come from within the earth. Pump this from 47 feet within the earth. This is glacial water. This water is over 12,000 years old. This water is over 12,000 years old. This water has so many minerals in it. So many minerals. So many. The paperwork will blow y'all mind. And there's millions of gallons of this stuff. Untapped. Sovereign water. No, the white man don't own this. It's all water. It's ours. Like, it ain't about me, my. This stuff is ours. Then we're going to be in Atlanta on the 19th. We got a couple meetings with a bunch of sisters that put some things together. We finna go see their land, their agriculture aspects, the foods and the fruits they growing. And we're going to see how we can monopolize off that and get that to y'all as well. See, we bringing back together the African consciousness. You know what I'm saying? All that different religion, all that different spirituality, all that different. I can't rock with him because he believe in this. I can't rock with him because he believe in Jesus. All that bullshit. We done with that. We done with that. You know what I'm saying? You are my reflection. You look like me. We bleed the same blood, the same DNA. You know what I'm saying? We bleed the same ill melanin, fuel melanin. We bleed the same cosmic melanin. We family. It's a cosmic arrangement. Cosmic disposition. We are organic family. Straight up. If don't nobody look out for us, then who the fuck gonna look out for us? Huh? It gotta be us. We are our own responsibility, family. Let's put all that bullshit to the side. And the ones that don't agree with this, they need to get rolled over. And that's why true freedom is going to have to be a civil war between your coon Negroes and your astrological people that's rising up. It's going to have to be one. It's going to have to be. Because you got brothers that look just like me and you that's not me and you. You know what's crazy? The Bible tells us that all Israel ain't Israel. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, all Israel ain't Israel. All Africans ain't Africans. You look like African, you talk like African, but when I see your actions, you ain't doing nothing for the survival of your people. You see that? Ooh-wee. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on my YouTube page. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all follow me on my YouTube page at Yaki Awaken. Man, we got a lot of stuff going on, man. We got a lot of stuff going on. Not B. I want y'all to meet my big brother, man. This dude is like very, very close to me. We've been running around the USA, just making all type of business deals, and you know what I'm saying, requiring about all types of lands and just really unifying the African minds. We finna get these we finna stop this school to prison pipeline. We're getting a lot of people out of prison houses. A whole lot of good stuff is going on. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of good stuff. So y'all just look out for us. Risen Black Messiahs is gonna be the name of the website. We already got it. We bought the name. We got the fictitious name for it. We got that all up. We waiting on the website to get done now. Y'all be able to go on risenblackmessiahs.com and y'all see what we got going on. Y'all see the projects that we putting forth, the food programs, the water programs, the housing programs, agricultural things, learning, everything. Y'all be able to go on there and if enough people from a city want us to come out, long as y'all pay for the expenses, y'all ain't even got to pay us for the lecture. But people that don't know, y'all, I literally get 7,500 to 10,000 a lecture, y'all. I'm willing to even put all that to the side. Booked up. I'm willing to put all of that to the side, and we'll come out for free. Long as y'all pay for the expenses, meaning getting there in the hotel rooms and the charge, everything else for free. That's how much I believe in us, and that's how much we need to make this work. Yes, the Risen Black Messiahs, risenblackmessiah.com. And the reason why I didn't put the S on it with the .com, because it just didn't look good. It's not a narcissistic move I made or nothing like that, but we are all one. We one spirit, we one breath, y'all. So when I say Messiah, I'm talking about all of us. All of us are Messiah. All of us are anointed. All of us are Christ. That's the whole thing. If you look at the book of Philippians inside of the ancient manuscript, it says, let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ, that he thought it not robbery to be equal with God. Because he knew what he was. He God. Just like we God. Psalms 82:6. I said that ye are gods, but you will die like men. You will fall like the princes. John 10:34. Isn't it written that I said ye are gods, black man, black woman? But you want to kill me because I said I'm the son of God? Oh, ye vipers and snakes and serpents. Huh? You go look on the hieroglyphs and Kemet and Hamet and Kemet. And she, we gods. We all on the high. Look, we gods, y'all. You go on the Mayan Aztecs. Look on their walls and they writes. We gods. Go to the Sumerian tablets. We gods. Read about the Anunnaki, the fall of Anu and them. We are gods, y'all. We are. We just in a fallen state. We just in a fallen state. And me being your Akka, me being your brother, you know what I'm saying? Me being your Akka, your brother, or your spiritual significant, us being one, I'm supposed to be able to bend down on my hands and on my knees and give you my back for you to step on, but you can get higher and higher and elevate higher and higher. You see that? If you can't lend your back for a brother, but they can step on and become higher, then you ain't talking about nothing. All these people out here rapping, talking, and ain't nobody putting in the work. Nobody putting in the work. Nobody. Ain't nobody healing the people. Nobody. Everybody want to sound smart, but ain't nobody applying. Look, knowledge, once it's activated and applied, that is wisdom. Other than that, you just a walking encyclopedia. That's what my big brother, Malachi Maccabee, told me. He told me, don't be a walking encyclopedia. Have all this intellect and all this knowledge and then having dick contests. Seeing who dick's bigger, who intellectual dick bigger. Now that's homosexual shit. I ain't worried about what another man think about me and how smart I am. Huh? I'm worried about getting my people out of the trenches. Getting my people out of oppression, depression, and suppression. Huh? Because the survival of our race matters. It means something, y'all. It means something. And we got to be willing to die about that. And if you not, stay on your porch. Stay on your porch. Y'all got any questions for me? I'm going to get up out of here. I got to go get on my plane. I got to go back home today. Y'all got any questions for me? Why you think there was tribes? Herbs are for the healing of the nation. That's right, goddess. We was taught the wrong teachings from birth. They killed our ancestors and created their own philosophy of life. That's right, God. Peace, God. How do we get the water? It's going. Hey, President, look, what's peace, God? Peace, peace. How you feeling? Peace, love, and light to you. Ether to you, my brother. What we gonna do is we got everything set up. We getting the website and stuff set up. It's gonna be on all websites. So just give us a little time to get everything set up. Like I said, we already paid the website developer. We paid everybody. Everything is being at work, but y'all gotta be patient with it. But we got it on deck though. Millions of gallons, and it will be bottled up in glass water. It will be bottled up in glass and glass jars. All right. can you still take chia seeds and other proteins when you're in the process of eradicating the virus? No, you can't, Goddess. You can't at all, Queen. No, you can't, because it's still a complex amino acid. It's still a complex protein. You know what I'm saying? It's not as complex as animals' flesh, but it's still complex. And these things will stimulate the mucosal membrane, and you will have, if it's herpes, you will have outbreaks. If it's HIV and stuff like that, it will take that T cell marker up, the antibody T cell marker up. So stay away from all proteins. You should be on an all. If you're dealing with any virus, you should be on an all fruit diet. All fruit diet, and that is nothing but monosaccharides, or what you call single sugars. You see that, single sugars, and that's what's gonna heal you, because it's full of melanin. It's full of melanin. What is the best herbs for HSV1? Man, it's a lot of them, but I say the best one, guaco. I say the best one is guaco leaf. Guaco leaf, and guaco vine, and the duck flower, but they all come from the same guaco plant. So that's what I say. And man, well, man, there's so many of them, brother, but I'll just stick with guaco. I haven't received my order yet. Make sure you hit up the website. DJing, hit up the website, get them your order number, and let them track it down to see where it's at. It might not be shipped out yet. You know, we be backed up. We ship out hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of orders weekly, y'all. So just go on the homepage and look at the time clock, and they show you that the orders that we working on. Yeah, it's time for these gods to get up. Yes, it is. I agree with you. Fro the king. You not a king, brother. You a god. You above a king. You above a king. Proud of you. I'm proud. Oh, Jay Just, what up with a God, man? How you feeling? Hey, that's my little brother right there. Love that, man. I grew up with him. How you feeling, God? Peace and blessings to you and your family and your household, man. May prosperity, may gifts, may happiness, may everything that make you a complete whole God be manifested unto you, man. Safe travels. Thank you, Queen. Much love. Hair loss replacement. Teach our children the garden self-sufficiency is key. That's right, Melanin Flower Power. That's right, and that's what we're doing. We got a lot of stuff. Yoga is something that's taken from our people and repackaged. That's right, Zoe Life Solution. They done took yoga from us, you know what I'm saying? They done took yoga from us, and that's nothing but the Ether 9 breathing exercises. You know what I'm saying? Stretching and getting that ruach inside of your body and bringing more oxygen to every cell of your body. You know what I'm saying? They done stole yoga, they done stole meditation, and then they done demonize it. See, what this ICE people do is he take our culture and then he sell it to everybody else around us, and then he demonize it back to us. And got us thinking it's wicked, because he know that if we start doing these things that our ancient ancestors used to practice, that it's going to unlock us. And the moment our DNA become unlocked, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with. So that's why you see a lot of Hebrew Israelites, you know what I'm saying, which I am a Hebrew Israelite. I'm not disassociating myself from my genetics, but I am disassociating myself from their religion practices. I most definitely am. But that's why you see a lot of them demonizing yoga. You see a lot of them demonizing the chakras. You see a lot of them demonizing healing energies with crystals and with stones. But you see all these things in the Bible under different names. You see them demonizing. People be blowing me up. You see them demonizing astrology. When Mazzaroth is in the scripture and you look up the word and it says astrology. You see that? You see them demonizing everything that makes you God. They demonize it. And it's no coincidence. They was taught these things by the oppressor. They was taught these things were evil and witchcraft and sorcery by the oppressor. When it's all throughout the Bible, if anybody want to sit down with me, I can most definitely bring them all out. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, look, I love y'all. I'm finna get up out of here. Peace, love, light, and healing. Peace to the gods. Peace to the earth. I love y'all. Y'all make sure that y'all have peace and prosperity. Vibrate higher. Do not vibrate lower than a 528 frequency. Stay high. Don't stay low. Anything below that heart circle, or that heart vortex, or that heart chakra, or that heart church, or that heart seal, it's a low vibration extremity. And that's the solar plex, and that's most definitely dealing with that root. You know what I'm saying? Vibrate high. The temple is here. That's why they call it temples. You're supposed to be in the temple. This is the temple. The temple is the brain. The Garden of Eden is the mindset. Heaven is you. You are heaven on earth. The kingdom is in you. Vibrate high. Vibrate high, all right? All right, I love y'all indeed in the truth. Peace to the God, peace to the earth. Peace.